Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. I apologize for not posting one last week. Things got a little chaotic. If I haven't said it before, I do have a regular, full-time 9 to 5 job throughout the week, and then I also am currently pursuing a second master's degree. So sometimes things just get a little chaotic, trying to wrap up the semester with my classes and then some work things going on. I do film these videos just as a hobby and something for fun, so I just kind of needed to skip last week. But I'm back this week and I'm excited to share with you all every purchase with makeup, beauty, and skincare that I have made so far in 2023 and kind of go through, evaluate them, and how I feel about it, and then come up with some conclusions at the end of what I want to do moving forward. So if you want to see everything I've purchased so far in 2023, let's get started. So I actually was pretty proud of myself when I went back and looked at all of my purchases. I only completed one purchase from Sephora so far, and that was in February, and I purchased this Rare Beauty Cream Blush in Nearly Neutral. I've enjoyed this since I bought it, and I think in that same order I might have shared earlier that I did buy some skincare products from The Ordinary. I ended up returning all of those. They were unopened, unused, but I just decided after I purchased them, these really aren't the right products or ingredients that I want to use right now in my regimen. So I just went ahead and returned them and got my money back. So because of that, this is the only purchase I've made so far at Sephora this year. And this totaled to $24.04. Next up, we have Ulta, and that's definitely where I do the bulk of my makeup and beauty shopping because I like that it's a mixture of drugstore and high-end products. They have sales, you can use coupons, and I think their reward system is the best one out there. My first Ulta purchase was January 29th. I purchased the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Cream. I've been using this every night since I bought it. And, I don't think my wrinkles have necessarily disappeared, but I do feel like they're looking a little lighter. My forehead is feeling a little more moisturized, and hopefully it's at least just preventing deeper and new wrinkles from forming. So far, really enjoying this, and I always like everything that I get from Neutrogena. I also had picked up the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Pressed Powder in the translucent shade. So I've only used this a few times because I'm currently trying to pan face powders in my collection, so I haven't used this a ton. So that's something I need to start thinking about before I purchase new products is, do I even need this and will I use it anytime soon? And then I had also purchased one of the new e.l.f. lipsticks in the shade Dirty Talk. I have worn this a number of times, really enjoyed it, and glad that I purchased this. So that Ulta order ended up being $48.48 because this Neutrogena product is a little pricier. The next Ulta purchase I made was February 19th. And this is when I bought two of the NYX lip liners, one in Peekaboo Neutral, one in Ever. I'm wearing Ever today as my lip liner. And then I also bought this Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink in the Cheeky shade, and I'm also wearing that today. I think it goes really well with that Ever lip liner. So I've been really enjoying those and happy that I purchased them. I also had picked up a replacement of my e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel in Blonde. I believe this was on sale at the time, so I just grabbed it because it was super cheap. But as you can see, it's still in the packaging. So again, something for me to consider when purchasing things, even if it's only a few dollars. Do I really need to spend my money on it in that moment for it to just sit in my drawer for months? I also decided to pick up the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Acid Serum Foundation. Emily Noel had been raving about it, and I really wanted to kind of put some more drugstore brand foundations in my collection in 2023. So I picked this up even though it's a little pricier, and I did buy a pump to go with it because the dropper was just not good. So I will put a link below on Amazon to where I bought these pumps from. And the last thing I picked up in that order was the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser for under my eyes. This used to be a holy grail go-to product for me. Unfortunately, I stopped using it after I bought it because I felt like my under eyes were getting a little dry and irritated, and I wasn't sure if it was from this. So I decided to stop using this, and then I will put it back in rotation maybe in a month or two and see if I have the same reaction. Hopefully I don't, but I did purchase that during that trip. So that ended up being a $52.97 Ulta trip. Again, I think this really bumped up the price. This was, I think, around $20. So something to think about. Some things at Ulta are a little pricier than if you bought them at like Target or Walmart. My next Ulta trip was all about skincare pretty much. So I needed a new face wash. So I picked up this Pacifica Kale Detox face wash. I've been using it ever since I purchased it. I like it. It's not my absolute favorite, but it is getting the job done for now. I also decided before that purchase that I wanted to start double cleansing or even triple cleansing again. So I picked up a big bottle of the Garnier Micellar water. I got the yellow one because it's brightening with vitamin C. Love this stuff. Use it every night before I do my skincare regimen. And then when I purchased this, Garnier was kind of having a deal going on. So I was able to get a little travel size one for free. And then I also got a discount buying some makeup removing towelettes. I keep a pack of these in my gym bag, which I bring my gym bag to work with me every other day so that I change into my workout clothes right before I leave work, and then I wash my face or use a towelette to get all the makeup off before I head to the gym. So that's a little hack that I have. I pack my gym clothes, take them to work, then I'm already in them when I leave, and there's no excuse to skip the gym on the way home. It really helps me. So try that if you're struggling with going to the gym. And then in that same order, this was during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. So I picked up the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip that day that it was on sale. I believe it was $12 instead of $24. And I got the shade White Peach. Been really, really enjoying this since I purchased it and super happy that I was able to pick this up on sale. It's just like a perfect springtime, summertime shade. But that total trip ended up being $38.98, really not bad, especially with this being on sale. My final Ulta trip was pretty recently. This was April 15th, and this was by far my largest trip this year. This was when they were doing their spring sale on a lot of their drugstore items, so I kind of went a little ham on some of it, but that's okay. So I only purchased 2 makeup items during this trip. The first was the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. I've been really wanting to try this and continue adding more drugstore options of foundations to my collection. I like that it's cruelty-free and like slightly lighter coverage and like a thinner formula, so I'm excited to try this out. And then I also picked up the Essence blush. I got the shade 70 Believing. I liked that it was a matte blush. I'd been using that Milani Luminoso one for months at that point, so I was really ready to switch to a matte blush, and this was so cheap already, and then on top of that, it being on sale, I just had to snack it up. But those are the only 2 makeup items. Next, I got some skincare items in that trip. I really wanted to add back in a cleansing balm. As I said before, I'm really wanting to get back into like double and triple cleansing. I've always loved the e.l.f. cleansing balm, so I picked one of these up because it was on sale during that Ulta sale. So we're really happy to have this back in my rotation. I also went ahead and picked up my all-time favorite face wash. This is the Derma E acne clearing wash in the orange bottle. When I bought that Pacifica Kale Detox one, they were sold out of this one. Otherwise, I would have bought this during that. But it kind of worked out because then this was on sale. This is normally $15 or $16 full price, which is kind of a lot for face wash to me. So it was really great to find this on sale, and now I have it ready to go when I use up that Pacifica one. I also needed a new toner. I had just finished up my Good Molecules toner, and I was going to repurchase that one even though it wasn't on sale, but then I saw that the Body Shop Tea Tree one was on sale, and I have used this in the past and liked it, so I'm totally fine to kind of switch back and forth between those 2 toners going forward. But since this one was on sale, I went ahead and picked this one up instead of the Good Molecules one, but I do recommend that one as well. And then for moisturizer, I had been intrigued by the Bioma brand. I had heard Kelly Gooch talk about how great this rich moisturizing cream was, and at nighttime I do like to use a thicker and like richer cream, and I'm almost out of the one that I'm currently using, so it seemed like a good time to pick this up and test it out when it was on sale. So I haven't used it yet, but I'm looking forward to putting this in my skincare rotation at night in the coming weeks. The next item was definitely a splurge. This is the Maylis Be Foxy cream for your legs. This retails for $49. It is pricey, but I've used products from Maylis before and enjoyed them and felt like I had good results, so I was willing to spend the money to test this out. I had seen Casey Holmes buy this in a recent trip she had done, so it was intriguing and I just wanted to pick it up for myself. So hopefully this works, and I will let you all know once I've used it for a longer period of time what my thoughts are. I also decided to pick up a perfume, which I normally don't buy full-size perfumes at all. I couldn't even tell you the last time I bought one. Usually I just survive on the little sample sprays you get in all the Sephora orders. But I picked up the Pacifica Dream Moon perfume. I think the bottle is so pretty, and I had read that the scent of this was very similar to the Ariana Grande Cloud perfume. So I'm really excited to have this as an option now to kind of add into my weekly rotation of scents. And then finally, the last item, I don't necessarily regret buying this, but it definitely was not a necessary purchase. I got one of the Touchland sanitizer mists. I just think the packaging is so cute. I liked the pink color for spring and summer, and these were also on sale. I think normally they're like $11 or $12, which is kind of insane for this tiny bit of hand sanitizer, but they were on sale for I think $7, which is still a little pricey, but it was so cute, and I was like, you know what, I'll use it. I'll throw it in my purse or my car. It'll be great. So that was definitely my biggest Ulta order that I've done in a while, or Ulta purchase. I bought that in store. And that ended up being $119.63. I very rarely spend, much more than the $50 mark at Ulta at one time, so that was kind of a lot for me. But that was everything that I've bought from Ulta so far this year, so I just have 2 more retailers left to talk about. So next, I did do one purchase from Walmart. I don't typically shop at Walmart very often, but earlier in February this year, I went to Walmart to pick up the Milani Luminoso eyeshadow palette because it was being sold exclusively at Walmart. I did a whole video showing some looks and featuring this, so I will link that here and below. I've been really liking this eyeshadow palette. I've put it in my everyday makeup drawer recently. I've been using it for months, and I've definitely, dug into quite a few of the shades, gotten my use out of it. I've loved every look I've created with it. Highly recommend if you can still get your hands on this at Walmart, and it's under $15, so it's a pretty great palette in my opinion. During that same trip, I had never owned the Milani Luminoso blush, so I went ahead and picked that up to go with the eyeshadow palette. Really been enjoying this, gotten some great use. I feel like I've really kind of gotten the dome down quite a bit since I purchased it, so I'm really happy to have this in my collection. And then finally in that trip, I bought the Profusion Mauves eyeshadow palette. This is $5. What a steal. I was able to feature this too in February in a Valentine's Day makeup look, so I will link that below as well. And I also used this in my makeup under $8 video, which I will talk about again in a minute, because you can use some of these shades as blushes as well. So it's a multi-use palette. So those were the only things I bought from Walmart, and that ended up costing me $29.63. Finally, I had some Target trips. The first was January 8th. If you watched my previous videos, I kind of talked about how I've been struggling to find a good shampoo conditioner duo this year for my hair. So early in the year, I purchased this OGX Golden Turmeric set. I used about half of these and I like it okay, but then I ended up getting sent a shampoo and conditioner set through Influenster. So it's a pretty high-end brand, and I'm really enjoying it, unfortunately. But the full price of if I were to purchase that set myself is over $100, and I will never do that for a shampoo and conditioner. So once I use those up, I will go back to these and finish out these bottles. Also in that trip, I had bought a set of fake nails from Kiss. I love the fake nails from Kiss. That's what I recommend for any of the press-on nails, but obviously I don't have those to show because I use them. But that trip ended up costing me $15.04, so really not that bad. And then my final Target purchases for makeup this year were when I was prepping to do the everything under $8 Get Ready With Me video. Really loved doing that. I'll link it below. There's some great options in there for finding some affordable but good quality makeup items still. But I needed to do this Target trip to kind of round out some categories I was missing. So I bought a black liquid liner from Essence during that trip. I bought my Holy Grail setting spray, my Wet n Wild finishing spray. Love this stuff. I always go back to it, even though I like to test out different sprays, but this is one of my favorites, so I bought that again. Also from Wet n Wild, I bought a face powder, but I bought a deeper shade so that I could use it as a bronzer during that video. So I'm glad I picked that up. And then I also got the Maybelline Fit Me foundation during that trip. I also had a coupon, so I saved a little bit of money on this as well. And then I did put my second pump that came from my Amazon order on this. It's not a perfect fit, as you can see, but it works for now, and it's better than just having the screw-on lid and dumping it. So that was everything that I bought on that Target trip, and that totaled to $19.08. So again, not terrible. So that was every makeup and beauty item that I purchased so far in 2023. I'm gonna try and do an overview shot of all of it laid out, because it's very easy when you think about, oh, I bought 3 things here at Target, I bought 3 things here at Walmart, I bought a handful of things at Ulta a month ago. Like, it doesn't seem like a lot in your mind, but when I've laid it all out, I realize how much I really have added to my collection already this year, and we're not even halfway through the year. So I added up the total that I've spent so far, and it is $347.85. So it's a little jarring to me to think that I have basically spent $350 already this year on makeup and beauty and skincare alone. To me, that's a lot of money, especially on things that, while they make me happy, makeup, and I mean, skincare is kind of necessary, but like things like makeup and beauty products, they aren't like a necessary purchase that I need to like live my life. So it's definitely something to put into perspective and think about. And with that being said, I think this means that I'm going to try to put myself, I'm going to put myself on a no-buy going forward, especially with makeup. Certain things like the face wash and the shampoo and like some skincare, I don't tend to keep a lot of backups of those other than what I'm currently using. So if I were to like run out of toner or the micellar water, I would allow myself to go purchase more. But in terms of makeup and even some of the hair care, I don't think I'm gonna run out anytime soon of anything that I wouldn't have some sort of option or backup for to choose from. So I'm gonna try and instigate this no buy for myself starting now, which basically it's the end of April. So I'm gonna go May 1st to August 1st, so 3 months. I'm gonna try so hard to go the whole summer without buying any makeup especially, but you know, some skincare, anything that I don't need that isn't completely run out, I'm not gonna buy. So that is gonna be my goal for the next few months. Let me know if you've ever done a no buy for yourself and what amount of time you did it. Did you succeed? Did you fail? Were you able to kind of be more creative with your collection items and find different uses for things? Hopefully I can still create some interesting videos, even though I won't be featuring new products, at least not new products to me. Maybe some of it will still be new to everybody else. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and it was helpful, you know, putting into perspective and seeing everything laid out together of what I've bought so far this year in terms of makeup and skincare and beauty. Please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Please subscribe. I am still, you know, always trying to grow my little following on YouTube. And as I said in my intro, I do make these for fun, but it always helps when I can get some feedback or see that people are actually, you know, wanting to see more from me and subscribing and watching my videos. So yes, thumbs up, please subscribe, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye guys.